Hello, my name is Coach Dave and welcome back to Resident Evil 6. Last episode, we read Chris's files. In this episode, we're going to read Jake's. Pardon me, I might need to sneeze during this. Jake... Called it. Ugh. Jake Muller. Jake Muller is a 20-year-old professional mercenary under the employ of rebel forces in Adonia. Despite his youth, his combat experience is quite high, and his survival skills are quite formidable. The cynicism creates an unapproachable aura, and even his fellow mercenaries consider him to be moody and distant. The only thing he trusts in this world is cold, hard cash. And he has no time for the concerns of others. He is the consummate mercenary, selling his services to the highest bidder without any concern for the ideologies of the groups that employ him. Soldiers of Fortune. Jake Muller spent most of his teenage years as a mercenary, fighting on the front lines of countless conflicts the world over. The first group of mercenaries he joined taught him everything he needed to know about armed and unarmed combat. Pardon me. His trainer was strict and demanding, but treated him almost like a son, and Jake found himself able to feel a sense of attachment to him, something he had only previously felt for his mother. Unfortunately, that mercenary was actually a double agent who sold out the whole unit. After being betrayed by his father figure, Jake put his faith in the only person who had never let him down, himself. Any compassion in his heart was lost, and he drifted from war to war as a soldier of fortune. Ustanak. Ustanak is a powerful creature dispatched by Neo Umbrella to capture Jake Muller. Ustanak is derived from the Serbian word for revolution. This creature is nigh indestructible, an unstoppable powerhouse that is sent after Jake Muller and Sherry Birkin. The creature has a metallic structure on its right arm for restraining targets. Once a target has been apprehended, the creature can use one of the syringes on its arm to take tissue samples from the target. Ugh! Oh, what a bastard. Jake's childhood. Jake Muller was born into a home without a father, and from an early age he had to support his chronically ill mother. She could have made a full recovery if the family could have afforded it. But Jake and Ms. Muller had barely enough money to cover their daily needs. She tried her best to provide for the family and did all she could to protect Jake. He loved his mother, but couldn't understand why she was still enamored with his father, the man who had abandoned them. To say Jake didn't think highly of his father would be an understatement, yet he would threaten to kill someone over killing him. When Jake got older, he decided he would become a mercenary, selling his services to the insurgents fighting the government. He had no love for politics, he just wanted to afford better medical care for his mother. Unfortunately, Ms. Muller passed away not long after he became a soldier of fortune. Jake felt like he was alone in the world and his heart was now hardened. His only concern was for money, even though he no longer had a pressing need for it. Life without freedom. Following the Raccoon City incident, the US government decided to take Sherry Birkin into custody and keep her under observation because of the trace amount of the G virus that remained in her blood that made her immortal. Claire Redfield stayed by Sherry's side during the time she had to suffer through daily tests and experiments. Oh, Claire. While it was Claire who provided emotional support, it was Derek Simmons who became her legal guardian. What? Claire visited Sherry as often as she could, trying to help Sherry overcome all the trauma she had endured. Sherry idolized Claire and was determined to be just like her, a strong, capable woman. Derek was not without compassion for the orphaned girl, and he allowed Claire, a civilian, to visit and comfort Sherry, even though the girl's existence was a closely guarded state secret. In total, Sherry spent 11 years in the hands of the government. It wasn't until 2009 that she was given any freedom. Fuck you, Simmons. Experiment log. June 27, 2011. 5 days have passed since the test subject was administered with the C virus. All vital signs are stable. This is not the ideal candidate for such a test, but considering how the previous 322 subjects all died within 24 hours, I'd say this is substantial progress. He has chosen well. The only setback is that the subject lost his right arm during the lab accident. Is this Ustanak? And the C virus has shown an inability to regenerate it. Still, the subject shows potential in other areas we had not anticipated, and will make for a powerful bioweapon. That's good considering how pleased he was to be selected for this experiment. July 2nd, 2011. The test subject has now been codenamed Ustanak. It is, and in terms of raw strength and intelligence, it far outstrips any Javo to date. It shows an uncanny ability in creating and choosing the appropriate weapons for apprehending its target. Word has come down from the top that special weapons are being created for Ustanak, ones that will help it compensate for the loss of its right arm. Fuck. A deal with the United States. The reason the US government took Sherry Birkin into custody is twofold. One, they had hoped to study the G virus that remained in her blood, and two, they sought to protect her from Albert Wesker, also a grade A bastard, who wanted to possess a sample of the G virus. In 2009, the organization Albert had worked for fell apart. He was eliminated by the BSAA on a mission in Africa. Yeah, he fucking was. Sherry was thus freed from the threat posed by Albert and his organization. Oh, I see. She only got out because we killed Wesker. Huh. The government offered her a sample to leave their protective care. Offered her a chance to leave their protective care if she agreed to come work for them. Sherry learned of how bioweapons had caused the deaths of countless people around the world, and she couldn't bear to think of others enduring what she had experienced as a child. She readily agreed to work as a special agent under the direct supervision of Derek C. Simmons. Agent Birkin's latest assignment is to find Jake Muller, the only known living individual with C virus antibodies, and escort him back to the United States. C virus vaccine. Anti-C is the tentative name given by the US government to the vaccine for the C virus created from the blood work of Jake Muller. When this vaccine is administered to a person not yet infected by the C virus, that person will be given immunity to the virus. That's pretty good. The vaccine, however, only shows a very low success rate in helping people who have already been infected, and only if those people have not displayed any characteristics unique to the Javo. Pardon me. Usually administration at this stage is fatal. When the person already displays Javo characteristics or has entered a cocoon or mutation stage, administration of this virus is always fatal. The anti-C is not a guarantee against infection by the C virus, but its mere existence helps provide a measure of security to the world's population. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next episode where we'll read Ada's. Goodbye.